Yo, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Rise up late night, Monday night. Rise up late night. Y'all already know what it is. The fire starter in the building with the 716 boys, the 716 crew. DJ Nico Shaw in the building. Andy Johnson in the building. What up?
What up?
What up?
What's
What
going
up? What up?
on, Torch? My
What's good?
condolences. My condolences. I know how it feels. What's next for the Green Bay Packers?
Oh, we starting off the show like that? That's how we starting the show tonight.
I
That's
didn't say
good. I'm
anything
glad.
I didn't
bad.
say a word.
I
I'm
didn't say
glad we
anything
starting
bad.
off
I
the
just
show
said,
tonight
what is
like
the
that.
next
No,
step?
I think we figured you
I'm
might
glad
want
we
to get it
starting
out
off
of the
the
way.
show like that. I'm okay.
Well,
I'm okay
you
with
know,
that. First of all, this
What
goddamn.
is the next step for him?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know we the cheeseheads, but cows, come on, man, give it a rest. Anyway,
Cows?
yeah, you see the
Oh, okay. I see it.
graphic.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Well, with that being said, first and foremost, number one, I want to start off the show by saying anybody who says that it's just the kicker's fault for that loss is an absolute buffoon, an absolute buffoon. And to be very honest with you, I'm surprised that with such football acumen that you would try to avoid coach accountability for that dismal performance. That has to be one of the worst losses in playoff history. What we watched Saturday night, that has to be one of the biggest choke jobs I've ever seen in playoff history, to be very honest with you. A quarterback threw 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 320 plus yards, and ended up being on a list with 2 other quarterbacks in history who've ever done that in the playoffs and lost the playoff game. That's how bad that loss was. That you literally went in the 1 of 3 ranking as a quarterback for a loss, a playoff loss. Do you know who the other 2 quarterbacks are?
One
I
of
know
them's
one is
definitely
Josh.
Josh
4
Allen.
touchdowns. Yes, Josh Allen is one of them.
One of them's definitely one of them.
Josh
The other
Allen,
one would be Matt Ryan.
and Matt Ryan's the other. Unreal. You do know when Matt Ryan lost, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Super Bowl.
against the Patriots.
23.
So we're talking about Super Bowl in 13 seconds. That's how bad that loss was. And people are like, oh, it's on the kicker. Are you fucking kidding me? There's no way that you could sit here and with a straight face tell me why you're up 21-3 on the road and you get the ball after halftime that is on the kicker. Absolutely not. What about the 23 straight minutes that the offense went absolutely limp? Whose play calling was that? Whose play call was that to throw a pass to an offensive lineman and then fumble and then got a fumble damn near lost the ball? Whose play call is that?
Matt LaFleur.
Once again, Matt LaFleur, by the way, I'm one who loves people to get opportunities, but then there's a certain thing when pattern precedes you. And when I say pattern precedes you, Matt LaFleur, as much as in the first couple seasons he won 13 games, he can only get you but so far. And I think talent covers up a lot of his inefficiencies. And here's why I say that. In Tennessee, what was Matt LaFleur's ranking as a coordinator in Tennessee?
I have no idea.
Oh, I can tell you it was
Numbers in
25th.
front of you.
It was 25th. I don't need the numbers. I just do research. It was 25th. Do you know Matt LaFleur is also the same guy who was a part of the 28-3 Matt Ryan
Yes.
loss? Did y'all know that?
Yes.
Where that offense
I
went
did know
inept,
that.
where
I
that
did know
offense went inept Matt LaFleur offensively is a part of two of the three worst losses in playoff history. Y'all do know this, right?
There are definitely some bad beats. That is for sure.
Absolutely ridiculous. And I have to say this. Once again, I feel like this is a complexion for the protection thing again, because it's funny how mediocrity can get prove it deals. Really?
Did they extend them?
They're talking about extend. It's going to be a prove it deal. I have a feeling. I have a sneaking suspicion. I was talking to another Packers guy, Rashad Seabury, earlier in the week, and I think it's going to be a prove it deal myself. And that he's going to have to prove what already? Like, I think honestly that the thinking is, well, he didn't have Zach Tom. He didn't have, Green Bay didn't have three of their starting offensive linemen this year. Do you know that Green Bay lost their star tight end? Tucker Kraft was the number one tight end in the league before he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
And then he also lost Michael Parsons. And the defense went from top 5 to 25th.
From one guy.
For the rest of the season. And I think that's what they're going off of to say, okay, well, Matt LaFleur really, it's a defensive thing, and the offensive line wasn't fully healthy, so we're going to give him another shot. To me,
well,
I am not. Hold on. Let me finish this though. I am not the guy who's going to use those things as excuses for why you couldn't get the job done. If that's what you want, there's other shows you can watch where you can hear people use those excuses. And I don't need to mention no names, but there's shows where you can hear people use those excuses about, oh, we didn't have our offensive line, or oh, we didn't have our top wide receiver, or oh this, or oh that. Well, that ain't me. You can go listen to those shows, and they can use those excuses. The bottom line is Matt LaFleur had the Chicago Bears 2 games in a row in Chicago, and they blew both of those games solely off the fact that your offense at some point during those games went inept. And by the way, your defense without Michael Parsons kept Chicago to 9 points in the fourth quarter again in both of those games until the fourth quarter again. Peep game on that. Peep game on it. They literally had them only 9 points. Dead to rights. 98% probability, and you lost. That ain't on no fucking kicker. That ain't on just the kicker. Now, Brandon McManus, he could take a bus home to wherever he going, because he definitely shouldn't be back on the roster after that. But let me be clear that Brandon McManus hadn't missed but one field goal all year until that game.
You still can't put that on the kicker, though.
I'm not putting it on.
What it boils down to,
it's not the kicker, 100% the kicker. Now, he did leave 7 points on the board, but it should never have come to that when you're up 21-3 on the road and you get the ball after halftime. It should never come to that. Matt LaFleur with his Backstreet Boy haircut can go find somewhere to get in sync real quick.
Well, I mean, the same argument goes for a different team in the NFC. I mean, if you look at it on the swing side, I mean, the same thing happened to San Francisco. They lost their star receiver. They lost their defense. They lost their offensive line for half the year. They lost their quarterback for half the year.
Look what he's done.
And the difference has come down to coaching.
Shanahan's done.
Right.
Coaching.
He's a damn good coach. He coached.
Coaching.
Yeah, he coached. He did. Yeah. LaFleur,
don't tell me.
it's almost like you pulled the rug out from LaFleur. He doesn't know what to do unless he's got some sort of, he can't be a chameleon in the coach room is what it boils down to. I mean, the perfect example that I can give to that as a comparison is San Francisco. San Francisco didn't have hardly any of their team the whole year, and they're still going.
Yep.
And it's one.
And that's
it's
because
one
of
hell.
coaching.
That's one hell of a coach job. That's one hell of a coach job.
Absolutely. And here's the thing. Congratulations to the Chicago Bears. You did exactly what you should, which is take advantage of a fucking coach who obviously can't get their shit together with the play calling. They took advantage and kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. And now they got plenty of material. Now they calling Caleb Williams the Iceman, yada, 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 the whole 9 yards. Because this year, Caleb Williams has made clutch throws, and it's the difference between his team being 6-11 and 11-6. That's the difference. When you win,
which is
games,
extremely disrespectful to the guy in the AFC who's literally come back how many times and put his team on his back? Bullshit.
Oh, yeah. By the way, let's have that conversation. Here's another thing. By the way, I am a person of consistency. If you sat up here and dogged Josh Allen for having a 58% completion rating, yet you have not mentioned that about Caleb Williams, and he's done that now 2 seasons in a row, because his completion rating is 58%. I don't know if y'all know this. But Josh Allen went to the playoffs in year 2 as well. And I know for a fact Josh Allen got hella hate and flack. Hella flack and hella hate.
What, for the Texans loss?
About the Texans loss and
about just that season, his completion percentage and the Texans loss.
I mean, he took a B-rated team basically to the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like,
correct.
Like, let's not kid ourselves. We had Cole Beasley and John Brown. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Josh Allen pretty much did that whole first season that when they made the playoffs. I mean, we had Devin Singletary, we had John Brown, we had Cole Beasley. You know what I mean? Like, we had Dawson Knox. Like, we didn't have all-stars out there when he took them to the playoffs the first year.
I'd kill for Cole Beasley and John Brown this year.
Devon Stanfield, funny as hell. He put like 1,000 laugh emojis in the comment section. He said Backstreet Boys is crazy. I'm serious. No, I'm playing. I'm dead ass. I'm just one who I'm the fire starter, and I believe in equal opportunity. Opportunity. Period. That's just me. And if you can't keep it consistent, I'm telling you now. I'm gonna tell you when you're not consistent. What is not consistent?
Caleb Williams is not gonna take them to the promised land. He might get the keys.
Hold on, who you talking to? Wait a minute, hold on, Devon. Who you talking to? He said, "Man, shut that shit up." Tyrod took the same team to the playoffs, and I'm the biggest JA-17 fan.
They were not this.
You're talking two totally different, entirely players.
Teams.
Devon Stanfield, first and foremost. See, here we go, Devon. That's a lie, sir.
There is no comparison between Tyrod Taylor.
No, they weren't the same team. First and foremost, the 2019 team that played the Houston Texans was not the same team that they had in 2017. No, it's not. And sir, you should know I know because I'm the one who covers them professionally, sir.
Yeah, they didn't have
the 2019 would have smoked the 2017 team.
Yes,
whatever.
They did not have John Brown, Cole Beasley, or none of them in 2017.
Dude, we had LaShawn McCoy and Tyrod Taylor. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that team was nowhere.
In a beat up, in a totally opposite offensive line. We had an offensive line.
Wait a minute. When did they get Kelvin Benjamin? When did they get Kelvin Benjamin?
That was that year.
That was that year.
Yeah, his fat ass.
Because that was also the Colts game that year.
Biscuits.
Yeah, stop that. Come on, Devon.
Fat ass Kelvin Benjamin.
Be real. Stop that. Stop that. That was not the same team.
Kelvin Benjamin would had a better chance catching donuts that year than catching footballs.
Yeah.
There's a reason a year or two later he was out of the league.
Yeah, you getting a sad emoji for
he
that.
was on a different. He was on
better.
Jacksonville, and they wanted to make him a tight end.
Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot. That's right. You're the same person who tried to say Tyrod Taylor was in competition with Josh Allen for the quarterback position.
There was no competition.
There wasn't. Because Tyrod wasn't on the team. They released him before they drafted Allen.
Yeah, he was there. There's no comparison to either quarterback.
What's the point? I don't get what the point is. You said two different players, same team. No, it wasn't the same team.
It wasn't the same
It wasn't
team.
the same team, Devon. So if the 2019
have Kyle,
then Josh did what he was supposed to do. Remember,
we didn't even have Big Kyle.
Okay, I'm gonna say this one more time. Devon Stanfield, Josh Allen, and Tyrod Taylor were not even in the same quarterback room. Sir, they weren't in the same quarterback room. This is coming from somebody who professionally covers the Bills and was at training camp in 2018 as well. It was not Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor was gone after the 2017 playoff loss, sir. In 2018, it was AJ McCarron. It was
Nathan Peterman and Josh Allen.
And it was Nathan Peterman. Tyrod Taylor was not there, and neither was the GM.
We just talked about this like 3 weeks ago.
Doug Whaley was not there either, sir, in 2018. Stop this. Please stop this. Stop that. That is not true at all. Go look it up, sir. I was there. I was at St. John Fisher's. I was there for it.
Right. The 2019 team was Ed Oliver, Jordan Phillips.
I was there for that. I can't even believe that you
said
that.
On that team too. Didn't we have Boogie Basham on the team?
You said that J.A. You said that J.A. did what he was supposed to do
for 2020.
2020.
Yeah,
but I know when. I know we definitely had. It was two different teams.
We had stars.
Yes, we was long gone. The number is right in the damn comment section. Do you not see the ticketer? The ticketer show you the number. The fuck?
Right. We have Boobie Dixon and fucking
Matter of fact, I'll give you a different number to call. How about that? Watch this. I'll give you a different number to call because my son is playing on that phone right now. Go ahead.
I'll be right back. I gotta
go
ahead.
There you go. I'll give you the number. There you go. I'll give you that number. You can call that. Josh Allen did start his rookie year in 2018, fool. What are you talking about? He started 6 games into the season, fool. Yo, what are you talking about?
Because game 3 was the Minnesota game where he leaped over fucking.
What are you talking about?
Really?
What are you talking about? Devon, yes, he did. He started week 6. He was at the game against Minnesota where he hopped over whatchamacallit, when he hopped over Eric Kendricks. Sir, that was his rookie season. That was in 2018. My God.
We've only failed to make the playoffs one time with Josh Allen, his rookie year.
Oh, goodness. Okay, he on the line, y'all. Let's hear this.
So I'm getting fucking tired of having a semantical conversation with y'all. The fucking point that I was making was not about the whole Tyrod Taylor shit. The point that I was making was that Josh didn't fucking start in the rookie year. He didn't win the starting job. He was actually third on the fucking depth chart behind Nathan Peterman and fucking Matt Barkley.
No, Matt Barkley wasn't even okay. Again, and I'm gonna correct you. Matt Barkley was there. No, he wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. How you gonna tell me it was AJ McCarron? It was AJ McCarron. Yes, it was. Devon, I was there. Devon, I was there, sir. I promise you I was there. It was AJ McCarron. I don't care how you want it. I don't care about you yelling. We know that. We know that. But AJ McCarron was the guy. You said Matt Barkley. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I'm gonna watch how we put these in here.
You're wrong. So it don't matter. It don't matter. Context matters, sir. You're fucking bullshitting right now. You're bullshitting. No, I'm not stopping. No, I'm not stopping. No, hell no, I'm not stopping.
Andre, I think he partied too hard at Victory Monday. That's his problem.
He was third on. Yes, he was. That's not the point. So who cares? Okay. Congratulations. But you said he was in competition with Tyrod Taylor. That's false. It's false. You should care because it's false. It's false. You said Tyrod Taylor, my G. No, nigga. You said Tyrod Taylor. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. Hold on, watch this. It don't matter because none of them, first of all, none of them niggas started after that. It don't matter because none of them niggas started after that. You know the answer to that.
All right, who's better, Tyrod Taylor or AJ McCarron?
You know the answer to that.
So why the fuck was Josh third in the fucking depth chart?
Because Josh Allen, and I can tell you this because I was there once again, as somebody who covers them professionally and was there, I know this. I'm the one who literally was talking about his touch on his passes. Josh was a raw product. Hello? He was a raw product. I know the whole ordeal. AJ McCarron, okay, if you listen for 5 seconds, I tell you. I tell you if you listen for 5 seconds.
So we need to stop bragging about what Josh did in the second year with a team who wasn't far removed from that Tyrod Taylor team. You just said it. The 2019 team.
Oh my God. Offensively, they were not the same team, sir. They were nowhere near the same team from 2017, sir. What the fuck are you saying then?
Dude, I lost where he was going.
Yes, I want him to get to the fucking point then, if that's the case.
All y'all niggas just said the 2019 team was way better than the 2017 team, right?
It was. It was.
I'm not arguing that. You just said that, right?
Yeah.
The 2017 team went to the playoffs. Josh did what he was supposed to do. Stop bragging about that shit. That's my point.
First, okay, watch this. Hold on, watch this.
We all can agree that talent-wise, Josh is probably the best quarterback that we've ever had in the franchise, right?
Your point.
So Josh did what he was supposed. Getting to the playoffs. This is my point, Dre. Private conversation. Now I'm referencing private conversations between me and you because you know how big of a fan I am of Josh. The fucking reason why we as an organization still operate in this mediocrity place is because we're satisfied with the bullshit. He's been doing what he's supposed to do. Getting to the playoffs was never the fucking goal. So stop celebrating that shit. Stop even bringing that shit up.
Who's celebrating that?
Bro, the last thing you said before I started actually commenting instead of laughing was Josh got to the playoffs his second year as a starter.
Do you even know why? Do you even know why who I compared that to? Do you know why I compared that to?
Jesus.
I'm assuming
Listening comprehension is a thing.
Exactly. That's exactly who I compared it to. So what was the issue with me saying that? What was the issue?
The issue with you saying that, the issue I have with you saying that is because it's two totally different scenarios. Williams got thrown to a team with all the fucking talent that he ever needed to be a Hall of Famer with a terrible organization. Josh got thrown into a great organization without no talent.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Stop right there. Okay. And this is where I'm going to rebuttal that bullshit. I'm going to rebuttal that right now. Number one, first of all, I was talking about completion rating, which was 58%. If you go quote me, please quote everything that I said. Don't quote part of it. Don't quote the little bits and pieces out of the pie that you want to take to make a narrative. Again, what I said is that they didn't have the same energy for Josh Allen, who had 58% completion rating, and Caleb Williams got the same fucking completion rating. That's what I said. And they both made the playoffs. So once again, let me say this loud and fucking clear, because I'm going to be honest with you. At this point, I'm not about to sit here and continue to argue about buffoonery shit. One, Caleb Williams in year 1 and 2 58% completion rating. The difference is that he's made clutch throws in the fourth quarter, and because of coaching, I'm gonna say that again. That's why they're 6-11 and 11-6. 2 different fucking seasons. Absolutely. I said it. And they didn't have the same energy for Josh Allen, who made the playoffs in year 2, which is what I fucking said. So I don't even understand where the fucking heat of this conversation is coming from. I don't get it. It sounds ridiculous. Now, let me get to the rest of this shit. You said Tyrod Taylor. I corrected that. Tyrod Taylor wasn't even around. Tyrod wasn't around.
Your first point, the 58% and the comparison as to the energy towards each quarterback, right? That was your main point, right? 58. They both had a 58% completion rating, and the energy towards each quarterback was not the same, right?
Yes. Go ahead.
Was the hype around each quarterback the same on draft day?
Caleb Williams had all the hype in the world coming out of USC.
Hey, we ain't gotta yell. I'm asking you a question.
I ain't yelling. I said what I said. Caleb Williams had all the hype coming out of USC, bruh.
Was the hype around them the same?
No, the hype was around Caleb Williams even more.
What is the point? What are we doing?
The hype around them is not the same, right?
Nope.
No.
That's the point.
Right.
Josh was viewed as a project. You just said this. Josh was viewed as a project. Caleb was day one starter, right?
Come on.
So what would you say the expectations were?
So the expectation, because I know this, because once again, I was there. They literally got rid of AJ McCarron when he got injured. So technically, the only 2 that was on the depth chart was Nathan Peterman and Josh Allen. Nathan Peterman had a good training camp and preseason, which is the only reason why Nathan Peterman got the start over Josh. But the whole entire time, hold on, no, I'm getting there. Hold on, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So the whole point was to bridge the job to Josh Allen, because Josh Allen was the number 6 overall pick that the Bills moved up for. So it always was supposed to be Josh Allen starting at some point. Well, guess what? That happened exponentially early because of the fucking 5-6 interception game that Nathan Peterman had against the damn Chargers. So technically, Josh wasn't a day 1 starter, but he damn sure was a week 3 starter.
So
that was actually the Ravens.
Yeah, the Chargers were week 1 when he had already thrown like 3 interceptions that time.
The Chargers game was actually against the Chargers, but that was the season prior.
No. We played the Chargers that year.
Yeah, but what it was is that the Ravens game, Peterman got hurt and the interception, so they yanked him out. So he couldn't go, and then they put in Josh in I think it was like the 3rd quarter.
The week before that, he had 3 interceptions, and they put AJ McCarron in. Correct?
No.
Yeah,
no, AJ McCarron was gone. AJ McCarron had already got dealt to the Bears.
Yeah,
he was traded. He was gone.
He had 3 interceptions. He got yanked. Then this other game, they put him back in as the starter. He had 4 or 5 interceptions. He got pulled forever.
Yes.
Okay.
AJ McCarron never started a game for the Bills. I
didn't say he started.
Oh, okay. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Yes, I'm gonna tell you.
Not the 3 interception game.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. AJ McCarron got dealt to the Bears before the end of preseason. They used AJ McCarron's last preseason game as a bargaining chip to deal him to the Bears, your team.
So who got thrown in?
Yeah, because Trubisky wasn't doing so well.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. Allen got thrown in week 2, sir. I'm telling you for a fact. That's a fact. There's no ifs, ands, or buts to that. I was there for it. It would be different if I wasn't there. I was there for this. All of it. Every single bit of it. Sir, I know what I'm talking about. That's why I said what I said as far as having the same energy with quarterbacks. Caleb Williams had the bigger draw.
You can't have the same energy with Caleb Williams that you would have with Josh Allen.
Okay, so guess what? You should have even more energy if that's the case for Caleb, if that's the case.
Listen, bro, listen to what I'm saying. Josh is a project. Caleb is a day one starter. He was a day one starter thrown into a terrible organization that thought that just because they had talent, they knew how to use said talent. So the energy that Caleb got last year is actually the energy that they've been trying to put on Josh every time he don't make the Super Bowl. So
no,
really,
I don't agree with that.
Whoa, what? Okay, Devon Stanfield. I'm just gonna say this. I gotta ask this question, sir. When you are drafted number 1 overall, what do I expect from you? I'm gonna tell you what I expect. I expect needle mover and production impact. First and foremost, Caleb Williams had the bigger draw coming out of USC and was the bigger hyped quarterback, sir. So technically, you should be holding Caleb Williams to a higher standard in year 1 and 2 than you held Josh Allen in year 1 or 2, which was my point. But guess what? People don't do that. You want to know why they don't do that? And I can tell you specifically why they don't do that. It's very clear. There's 2 things why they don't do that. Some folks don't do it. Let me tell you the truth. The first one is because we all know what Buffalo bias looks like. You can't even deny that. You know it yourself. You can't sit from somebody who's from here. No, exactly
why there was so much hype.
The second thing,
so much hype around Caleb compared to Josh, the NIL. That's why. Because Caleb Williams was already making millions of dollars before he even came in the league. Had commercials, had deals, and he already had a lot more public access than Josh Allen did. Josh Allen didn't have any public access the whole draft process. Caleb Williams had access to the public.
It had nothing to do with the NIL. It had everything to do
at least the whole year.
With the Oklahoma game versus Texas.
No, because you're not going to get much hype in Wyoming.
By the way, here's the proof, sir.
NIL wasn't even existing.
Devon. Oh, okay. I just wanted to prove it again. As I stated, he played in week 2 because that was the game that Vontae Davis walked out of the damn locker room. I was there for it. I'm trying to tell you clearly. Vontae Davis walked out this game. This was the game at halftime. He walked out after Mike Williams burned his ass for a touchdown.
No, that's the second week. The Ravens game was the home opener.
I was there. It was the home opener. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. I was there for it. I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get Devon to understand what I'm trying to say. What in a nutshell. Oh, no. I know. I'm not talking about what you're looking at. I'm talking about the reason why I even mentioned Josh and Caleb. Because, and I also know that black quarterbacks are held on a shorter string. So some people will take up for black quarterbacks. I will. I'm one who will take up for a black quarterback in a heartbeat. But I'm also an equal opportunity person. When you're number 1 overall and you throw for 58% completion rating and you're number 1 overall in your year 1, I don't want to hear no excuses because people did not have that same energy for Josh Allen. They was dogging him in year 1. In year 2, they dogged Josh Allen again in 19 because he had low completion rating and didn't throw for 300 yards. Caleb Williams had the same completion rating this year with Ben Johnson that he did last year, and damn near the same numbers. But the difference is because he made
the record. The only difference is the record.
I would say, however, Well, I would say number one, the record is different, but also let's also take into account that the Bears are playing one more game than they played at the time that Josh was a rookie or a second year starter.
Okay, fine and dandy. Even if we want to put that out there, fine. We can add the one more game, even though when you are ready to unclinch the division and yada yada yada, that last game really don't matter. But okay, again, here's what I'm saying in a nutshell. I'm a person of consistency, energy, consistent across the board. I'm equal opportunity when it comes to all that. That's all I was saying. As far as, and then you got people dogging Jordan Love, which I said no one should have dogged Jordan. It should be dogging Jordan Love after that performance you just seen Saturday. I'm not understanding. To blame the kicker is crazy work. To blame just the kicker when you're up 21-3 and you got the ball after halftime, yes, Matt LaFleur is on the hook. Yes, he should be on the hook. But guess what? They extended him, and I'm sure it's going to be a prove it deal. And that's why I said what I said in the very beginning of this damn show. And I stand 10 toes down on what the hell I say and 10 toes down on the same energy. I don't waver. I'm not the person to do the Waverly play shit. I don't waver, sir. And that's what I'm talking about in a nutshell. That's all I'm saying. And I congratulated your Chicago Bears. I gave them their props.
I ain't been on the Bears. I ain't been on the Bears in 3 years, not like that. So let's.
No, but I'm saying in general,
you can lead them out of the conversation. I want to focus on Josh Allen and what we talking about. My point, in contrast to your point, was so going back to what I said earlier. LaShawn McCoy was with Tyrod Taylor. Charles Clay was with Tyrod Taylor. Kelvin Benjamin was with Tyrod Taylor. Zay Jones.
No, he wasn't.
Zay Jones was the only new receiver on that team.
That was when he jumped out the window.
I'm looking at it.
He smoked that fake weed and jumped out the window in California.
The point is, if Josh was a project and he took a team with the same talent level as Tyrod had to the playoffs, then essentially he was doing what he was supposed to do. Because the defense actually got better.
The defense was really good in 2019.
That's why I said if the 2019 was better, if the 2019 team was better, then Josh did what he was supposed to do. Because he was supposed to be doing, as a first year starter, the bare minimum would be what Tyrod Taylor was able to accomplish. So I don't want to celebrate that. My point about that comparison, Dre, was not to combat you, but for us as Bills fans or enthusiasts or media supporters and personnel, stop celebrating this elite mediocrity that they put out. What the Bears are doing, what the Bears and Caleb is doing, was expected. That was what the standard that they threw him in to a situation with all the talent he should have needed, all the talent that he should have needed to be damn near Hall of Fame status by year 5. Which, as you can see, this is proof that Eberflus was terrible.
My fucking head hurts.
The organization as constructed was terrible. And even if we want to take it a little bit further, we can even say Justin Fields was probably better than what he was allowed to be under Eberflus. They probably ruined that kid. That's all I was saying. And with regard to the comparison on on percentages and how they're viewed, I wouldn't compare them to, because you're talking about the number one overall pick, somebody who probably could have been the number one overall pick his junior year. I mean, his sophomore year during that Oklahoma-Texas game, where he took over for the rest of the season and looked crazy. He only went to USC. That's where the NIL piece comes in. He only went to USC to follow Cliff Kingsbury, if I'm not mistaken.
Shit.
And he sparked the whole NIL conversation.
You talking about
Am I right?
You talking about Caleb? He had more hype on him. He had more hype on him because he was making money. Josh wasn't making any money in college. He didn't make any money until he came to the league. NIL didn't start until the year after.
Did y'all not see the Texas? Did y'all not watch the Texas Oklahoma game?
I watched pretty much all of them. As far as the bowl games go, as far as like the draft prospects, but the thing about it is that like you're not going to get much hype coming out of Wyoming, dude. Like you're really not. And especially with no NIL, there isn't going to be any hype. The only people that had any hype were the scouts. At that time. When you have NIL money, you don't think that Shedeur Sanders making all that money and being loud about it in college and basically acting like a spoiled brat, you don't think that gave him his own hype?
Y'all gotta stop that. I'm not gonna stand for that. He wasn't acting like a spoiled brat. He was acting like
for what? He's a spoiled brat. He had his own label before he was 21 years old.
That's not being a spoiled brat. You don't get penalized for who your parents are. Stop it. You calling Johnny Manziel?
I'm not giving any credit to Shedeur for having one win in a 300-yard game in his rookie season with a shitty ass team.
Yo, are you good? Are
when
you
when they start winning the division?
Are you giving the same energy to Johnny Manziel and Baker Mayfield?
No, I will agree with that.
Baker's different though. He's actually won in this league
Absolutely
compared to
not.
what Johnny and Shedeur have.
Unlike those guys, Shedeur's never been in trouble. Never even had a fucking complaint from his teammates.
That's a fact. I give you that one. Now I will say that.
You don't get fucking
but I'm not even comparing them to. I'm not even comparing to Johnny Manziel.
Because if that was the case, why are we giving the same energy to Derek Stingley or other people? Why didn't we get the same energy to Peyton and Eli Manning? You know why? Because, well, I'm gonna leave that where it is. I'm gonna leave that where it is.
Yeah, Devon, stop that. Don't even go there.
I'm not going there. What I will say is this. Though, the reason why Josh Allen didn't get the hype is because he was a 0-star recruit.
Damn right he was. Wyoming.
He had to go to JUCO first.
Damn right.
Yep. And he made people regret that decision that he had to do that. Now,
damn right he did.
As he should. But he took the Baker Mayfield route. He had to work his ass off. That's why he's not compared to Caleb, because Caleb has been a star since he was in junior high.
Which means you should have more regard for Caleb Williams and hold him to that standard.
So that's where I was agreeing with you, but I felt like the point of view was a little skewed. I was saying we can't compare them to because they didn't have the same pressure against them. Right now, Josh is just now in the last 5 years, basically since 13 seconds, experiencing the type of pressure that Caleb has been experiencing since day one. So right now they trying to put this shit. Oh, no excuses on Josh. All this shit.
Get out of here with that shit. He's been under pressure since he was drafted number 6 overall in the NFL. Don't do that.
That man has had pressure on him from every critic since he was drafted.
Don't do that. Not since 13 seconds. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
The minute
he was drafted number 6 overall, and everyone shit on him. Mel Kiper up here. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. All that other bullshit. No. You ain't about to sit here and do that. No.
Y'all not hearing
No.
what I'm saying. Y'all focusing on one thing. What I'm saying to y'all is Josh now, because of 13 seconds, because of how
pressure since he was the number 6.
He was doing way better before 13 seconds. He was the first person to have a perfect game in the playoffs.
The moment he was
You're
drafted
not
in the
listening.
first round.
You're not listening.
Get out of here with that.
You're
Like
not
that
listening.
13 seconds has nothing to do with his career.
I mean, it does,
Okay.
but
All
that's a different
right.
subject. That's why he has pressure on him. He's had
He
pressure on him
didn't do
since
anything.
draft
He
number
didn't
6
do anything
overall
wrong in that game.
to come save this franchise and bring a Super
Yeah.
Bowl to a team
What's up?
that's
When
never
were the
won it.
Bills favorited to win the Super Bowl the first year
What was the first year that they was favored? It
that they were coming into the season favorited to win the Super Bowl?
like 2-3 seasons ago.
After 13 seconds.
Yeah, after
But
13 seconds. Yeah.
But you're still sitting here and
So
trying
what
to say
I'm
that
saying
Josh
to you
didn't have
is-
pressure on
So
being
what
the
I'm
number
saying-
6
you're not-
overall.
you're not
You're ignoring
hearing me.
Hold on, y'all.
You're
Hold on, y'all. Let
not-
one person
you're not
talk.
listening.
I know it's combustible tonight, but go ahead and let one person talk at a time. Go ahead.
You're not listening. I'm saying after 13 seconds, the media attention around Josh and what he's supposed to be able to do, it shifted. We're not talking about stats. We're not talking about how they already won the AFC East. We're talking about that game and what he did in that game, and now all of a sudden, now he's the face of the league.
Yeah. Yeah, because he balled his ass off against again, Devon. I already mentioned this in the beginning of the show. I said that what Jordan Love did on Saturday night has only been done 2 other times in NFL playoff history. Do you know the other 2 quarterbacks that's happened to, where you ball out like that and lose a playoff game?
One of them is Matt Ryan, and the other one I think is Josh Allen.
Yes, thank you. Exactly. Oh, by the way, once again, if we're talking about coaching, and this is where I said coaching, listen, I'm an equal opportunity person, but I believe pattern precedes you. Matt LaFleur in Tennessee was 25th in offensive efficiency. Went to Atlanta and was a part of the 8-3 debacle when they went ice fucking cold and let the Patriots come back and bust that ass. Now look at now what you see. To me, that is pattern. That is coaching pattern. And Matt LaFleur is an offensive guy. So yes.
Would you agree? So would you say that Matt LaFleur and Kyle Shanahan have the same blow it in the big game DNA?
Yep, but the only difference is that Kyle Shanahan to me is a better coach.
I agree with that.
Well, Kyle Shanahan can actually get to the Super Bowl.
I agree with that 100% because Kyle Shanahan has turned almost every quarterback that he has touched into.
Bro, he's went to the Super Bowl with two different quarterbacks. Legitimately, he went with who was it? Jimmy Garoppolo, who couldn't hit a target if it was wide open in the ocean, and it was the only thing in there. And 2, Brock Purdy, who was Mr. Irrelevant. Come on, stop this.
I mean, if you want to be honest, you could throw Matt Ryan in there too, because Matt Ryan didn't do shit before Kyle Shanahan.
And then Matt Ryan. Come on, if we're being honest here, yes, Kyle Shanahan is a better coach, and that's why he's always beating the Packers in the playoffs too. Another reason. Here we go again. And this is why I said what I said about coaching. Y'all can sit here and blame the kicker for 7 points, but it should never have gotten to that point when you're up 21-3 on the road and you get the ball after halftime. You literally got your foot. You got to put your foot on their throat. You're on a roll. You disrespect that home crowd when you up 21-3. You don't let them come back in the game. And that's exactly what they did. For 23 minutes, they allowed Chicago to come back inch and inch their way back, just like the game prior to a couple weeks ago when they had Chicago only with 9 points. And you blow that game. I don't want to hear it from none of them. You can say what you want to say about the kicker, but you need to hold the coach accountable. Coaches put you in the best positions to win football games. Period. Consistency. Again, I'm using that word. Consistency.
What's crazy about what you're saying right now
The fuck?
is I I still don't see the Bears going to the Super Bowl this year. So that win that they just got over Green Bay could actually be counterproductive for Caleb Williams. Because now the expectation is what he's currently doing. And I think everybody on this call can agree that the way that he's playing is not sustainable.
Oh, it's definitely not. By the way, Devon, since we got all these people, you have to remember that the Chicago Bears got a 4th place schedule this year, on top of the fact that they got a 4th place schedule. And listen, and if it wasn't for Ben Johnson putting Caleb in positions to win and molding that man, because Caleb Williams made hella great throws in 7 games this year. In 7 games in the 4th quarter to come back, Caleb Williams has made great throws. That's the difference between this year and last year. But you played a 4th place schedule. So guess what? You're playing a 1st place schedule here. Sir, a 1st place schedule. Oh, and let me rebut this too. For all those people that's talking about Dan, what's his name? The coach,
the coach,
Detroit.
Oh, Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell. Okay, Dan Campbell can be a knucklehead as a coach, but let's be clear. It was not just because of Ben Johnson why they were successful. Dan Campbell spanked Ben Johnson twice this year. What are we talking about?
Dan Campbell proved that he proved that throughout the season. If it wasn't for
he spanked that ass twice this year.
If it wasn't for their elite injury status,
what are we talking about? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is just stuff that I hear, and I'm like, what? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, did the Detroit Lions make the playoffs? No.
Dan Campbell got his own self fired.
Well,
Dan Campbell
didn't get fired.
Wait, Dan Campbell got fired?
Dan Campbell didn't get fired.
Dan Campbell got fired right after the season. Yeah, he did. Right after the season was over, they fired him.
And
I don't know what you're smoking, DJ, but he did not get fired. You should look that up.
Why did all the reports saying he got fired the day after?
Yeah,
like,
Dan Campbell didn't get fired.
They released him.
He never got fired.
He didn't get fired?
I'm about to say, I'm looking, man, what the hell?
No.
I've been thinking the last 2 weeks Dan Campbell got fired.
No.
The last 2 weeks I've been thinking Dan Campbell got fired.
Realistically, Dan Campbell right now is Detroit royalty. They wouldn't dare fire that man.
I know he needs to stop going for 2.
Okay, Marcus Aaron, my whole point is it shouldn't have never got to the kicker. You know this, I know this. Anybody who played football, coaches knows that when you're up 21-3, it should never, ever get to that point. You are supposed to disrespect your opponent. If you up 21-3 on the road, you're supposed to disrespect them. It's not supposed to come down to that. And you can't even say that the defense didn't play well because the defense held them to 9 points to the 4th quarter. Again.
Four quarterbacks balled out and lost games like that.
Oh, who's the 4th one?
Warren Moon.
Oh, yeah. We ain't even. Oh, yeah. Warren Moon against the Bills. Yeah. Against the Bills. Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. And what happened? Come on, man. This ain't rocket science.
Be right back,
bro.
With a backup quarterback came back when they asked.
Matt LaFleur hits the floor when it comes to big games. Matt LaFleur has been doing this for years now. Matt LaFleur has made the playoffs every year except for 2022. And they beat the Bears twice that year, by the way, in 2022. No, just to put that out there.
Let's be honest, man. Green Bay has owned the Bears. Has owned the last.
Yes, until this season.
They have owned the Bears from 2008 since Lovie Smith got fired.
All the way till now.
All the way until.
Be right back, fellas.
And let's be clear. Any other coach, Green Bay would have won all 3 of those games. Any other coach. I might even say if Sean McDermott was their coach, the Bears wouldn't have won none of those games against Green Bay. And you know
Mike McDaniel?
McDermott.
Mike McDaniel?
I can't even.
Maybe Mike McDaniel might be the other.
I don't think.
No, hell no. I ain't hearing that. They lost. Guess what? I know why they giving them the contract extension. Yeah.
You said Mike McDaniel, right? Not Mike McDonald.
No, not Mike McDonald. Mike McDonald would have won those games.
I was about to say
Mike McDonald would have won those games. What are we talking about? Again, listen, coaches need to be held accountable. And here's my thing. This is what I'm going to say. They're giving them the extension off the fact that Tucker Kraft injured this year. Now, I'm once again not the person who makes excuses, because you'll hear some folks make excuses for their teams and be like, oh, well, we had this out and that out and this out and that out, but don't have the same energy for other teams who deal with the same shit. Green Bay literally had 3 starting offensive linemen out this year. 3. And the backup to the backup also was injured too. Tucker Kraft injured this year. Dante Wyatt injured this year. Micah Parsons injured this year. That's what they're going off. I'm telling you right now. They're going off of that. Mind you, Jaden Reed was injured for a significant time this season too.
Kyle Shanahan had a monumental amount of injuries, and he still won.
And he still won. That's because a great coach. See, that's what I'm talking about. And that's why Kyle Shanahan be busting Green Bay's ass too, because of coaching. Again, I don't play favorites.
If we 100% honest, the Bills were injured all year, and McDermott still won on Sunday.
Listen,
and everybody said they was gonna lose.
I told you the Bills had to win. It was a legacy game for the Bills this week. I told you that.
Well, everybody except for Emmanuel Ocho and LaShawn McCoy said the Bills were gonna lose. Everybody.
Well,
No, Dan Orlovsky picked the Bills.
Say that again.
Dan Orlovsky picked the Bills to win.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he picked Jacksonville.
No, he was the only one that said he'd rather have Josh Allen over Trevor Lawrence, and he was taking the Bills.
He's the only one on ESPN that picked.
Yeah.
Okay.
That picked the Bills.
Again, injuries can matter, Marcus Herring, but guess what? Every team in the postseason is not 100% anyway. So, and it's next man up mentality. Some people have next man up mentality, some don't. But guess what? When you don't, that don't mean you get off the hook because you don't have next man mentality.
There's
really next man mentality then, if that's the case. The name of the game is to win football games, not to use
instant as a quarterback gets knocked out.
You're right.
Truthfully.
Yeah, definitely picked the Bills to win. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
So, again, that's my whole point. We can sit here and talk injuries all day long. Okay.
The only injury that matters is the quarterback. If the quarterback doesn't get hurt, then your team should win. Backup wide receiver or running back, your quarterback should be able to make do. If the quarterback goes out, is what matters. Because
again, but that's my whole point. My whole point, Devon, was about consistency and energy when it comes to certain things. I just noticed that people pick and choose. Certain people pick and choose energy and consistency on certain shit, and I'm not the one. I'm just not doing that.
That's why I was saying I don't think that you were wrong with keeping the shit consistent. I thought that the comparison.
I said that, Marcus. Hearing, I said that, but go ahead, Devon.
I thought that the comparison of pressure between Josh Allen and Caleb Williams in their first and second year is totally different because of what was expected of them when they were brought into the league. That's really all I was saying.
I understand. You know, we gonna always have heated discussions and shit like that because that's that brotherly shit. Fine and dandy. I'm good.
If I'm honest, this elite mediocrity shit gotta stop, man. We gotta stop celebrating. We gotta stop celebrating the Bills for getting to.
And I'm not celebrating them. And I'm not celebrating. But all I'm gonna say is, you better believe, you better have that same energy for folks, for other teams. Because I hear a lot of folks that's just like, oh, well, the Packers got their ass whooped. The Packers, this, that, and the third. You did not hear me once use the excuse of any of those injuries.
Am I disappointed?
But they're all there.
I didn't say the Packers got their ass whipped. I said the Packers choked.
Oh no, there's plenty of people who just been acting a fool about the Packers all week, and I'm like, okay, guess what? They'll be back next year. That's all I'm gonna say. They'll be back next year. We'll see next year. That's all I can say. Shit, the Packers in Kokomo right now. The Packers in Kokomo. So what I'm gonna say? Shit. It is what it is. They lost. They lost.
So who y'all got in the next round?
So we was just talking about these games though, Devon, real quick before we got to the next round. We really was talking about these games, and I'm sorry it took like we took a whole hour talking about Caleb Williams and all this good stuff. But and we talked about the Bills Jaguars already. By the way,
what was the take on that?
Not really.
We really didn't talk about it too much. We've been talking about Josh Allen, but come on, let's talk about it.
We didn't talk about the game. I feel...
No, let's talk about it.
You know what? Andy, you go first about the Bills game.
I mean, it was a tough game. Jaguars have a really good run defense, and playoff Josh Allen happened. I mean, it is what he does. He don't make mistakes in the playoffs. He's considered the best outside of Patrick Mahomes, who's won some Super Bowls. If you're looking at based on the stats, he has the best fucking touchdown interception ratio, completion percentage, and all that. He did what he had to do, and we won. He had 90% of the team's offense went through him. Now, hopefully, going against Denver, obviously they have a good defense, but I don't think the run defense is as good as Jacksonville. So hopefully, Cook can get rolling, and we keep it rolling.
But their pass rush is a lot better. Who are your impact players from the Jags game?
What's that? Impact players from the Jags game?
Who are your top? Yeah, who are your top impact players from the Jags game?
Shaq Thompson,
Brandon Cooks,
defensive line, Brandon Cooks, yeah, and Josh, obviously.
See, Dre, this be the stuff that be getting me hot.
What
gets you hot?
So obviously you're gonna put Shaq Thompson and Josh in the conversation, right?
For that game, yeah.
But I get tired of people disrespecting the people that do all the dirty shit. So I'm gonna say this. I really wish people would stop disrespecting Greg Rousseau and everything that he has done for the Bills this year, because he hasn't been able to be a pass rusher. He's had to be everything else.
There's two things that come into place with that.
Huh?
There's two things that come into place with that. Our run defense has been poo, so he's been having to be used to stop the run in certain instances more than go after the quarterback.
You just hit on my point. He had 6 tackles. He had 6 solo tackles. He had 4 pressures. He had 3 pressures. He had 2 quarterback rushes. He had 1 sack, and he had 1 forced fumble. And nobody's talking about this dude. Same thing. I feel the same way about Tyrell Shavers. Tyrell Shavers is doing crazy shit out there, and nobody's talking about it.
his run blocking, his blocking on the pass plays was you couldn't duplicate that for him to let the guys get open. Like Khalil Shakir doesn't get 11 catches if Shavers isn't blocking.
Oh my God!
Because we all know, as far as what we've saw, because you know damn well Keon Coleman is not going to go out there and block as well as Shavers is doing.
Yo, say it again.
He's our new Matt Collins, honestly.
Yo,
he's a younger version of Matt Collins.
That spin move that Shakir was able to get off was because Shavers put Newsome on his ass.
Yeah. I was watching the game. Shavers had a good game. Like, we played as a solid unit. I mean, we just had to have certain plays be done. I mean, Thompson almost got another interception in the game as well. He almost had 2. Lawrence almost had 3 picks in that game.
You think differently.
And then, and this is the last thing I'm probably gonna say about the game, because I feel like y'all touched on the other players that I was speaking on. I get so sick and tired of pinning a team down on the 1 or the 2 yard line, and Bobby Babich or McDermott, whoever did, taking Deion Walker out of the game. Why would you do that? It doesn't make sense.
Reasons, maybe that's about it.
I don't understand why would you want somebody to see over the defensive line? Why would you not want to clog up
their Speedy Hog Mountains up there probably?
It just doesn't make sense, especially the game that Deion was already having. Deion was already wrecking shot, and then you taking him out. The 2 times we pinned him down, back by the 5. I mean, past the 5, you take him out the game. The one time you took him out, Trevor Lawrence runs for 15 yards, and then the one time you don't take him out, Tre'Davious White gets a tip, interception, game over. Like, why are we not learning from our mistakes? Oh, that's right, we cool with being mediocre.
Yo, Devon, stop that. Yo, stop that.
I mean, the Bills' defense is built on rotation, so they went with a different rotation, is what I'm assuming. Nobody plays 100% of the snaps in McDermott's defense.
No, I get that, but situational football, bro. I get that.
They rotate 6 guys. They rotate 6 guys. They've always rotated 6 guys.
Okay, I'm gonna say this again. I told y'all this in the beginning of the playoffs. Player to coach relationship is gonna matter the most on who's gonna win this damn Super Bowl this year. For the simple fact that it is so unorthodox. All these teams. Watch what I tell you. Player to coach relationship is gonna be the reason why a team is in the Super Bowl and why a team is not. Know why Philly ain't in the Super Bowl right now?
Because they don't like their coach.
Yo. And because they quarterback. I'm telling you again. I'm gonna say this. I done said this 1,000 times. You know why? Justin Herbert and them just went home last night?
Because he's not elite.
Well,
because Justin Herbert is trash when you turn the lights on.
Mm-hmm. Scattering like roaches.
Hey, Trey, what's funny about the Philadelphia Eagles thing that you just said is I wasn't even talking about Sirianni.
I know what you talk about.
Yo, we talked about this in the Fresh Perspective chat. They miss Kellen Moore.
Yes, they do. No more. Bye-bye, Kevin Petrullo. See you later. See you later, buddy. Telling you, AJ Brown on his way out the door too. By the way,
yeah, AJ Brown's definitely going to be leaving.
But now, for sure. Are we good with this Bills game?
Not gonna help. Yeah, I think we are.
We good with the Bills game?
Yeah.
Hey, Dre.
Oh wow, we talking about the Eagles right now.
Hey, Dre.
Yeah.
Hey, Dre.
Yo.
Ain't no sunshine because he's gone.
Hell nah. Hell nah. Yo, don't even get me. See, I wasn't even in a laughing mood, but yeah, see, here you go. Yep. That motherfucker funny as hell. Hell nah. That's why they went home. Just the same reason why. No offense. And I give Carolina they props, even though they was 8-9, but they quarterback ain't up to snuff yet.
But they balled out though. He balled out.
He did.
Balled out.
But remember,
Yeah,
I said
but he
the
had
coach.
time to go down the field and he fucking folded.
And Jimmy.
Remember,
right,
I said
Jimmy
coach
Horn,
is involved.
Again, if Jimmy Horn don't drop that seam pass, they at least go to overtime.
Correct.
Maybe
but
if it's thrown
once
better, he
again, what I
catches it.
told you, player to coach. Who they coach?
Goddamn.
Who they
Dave
coach?
Canales. Dave
Canales. Bro, I am excited to see what they do next year, though. Carolina.
They need to go and get another. They need to go and get another lineman.
For sure.
But as far
They
as
definitely
the Eagles,
need. They need to protect that boy.
so here's my thing: the Eagles lose a playoff game, and then all of a sudden, Chiefs fans pop up again. That was the shortest, quickest dynasty ever. Yada yada, bro.
Well, you have to win multiple Super Bowls to be even considered a dynasty. One doesn't cut it.
Yeah, but here come Chiefs fans talking that mess like they didn't just miss the playoffs. Sorry, you missed the playoffs.
Chiefs fans have no reason to talk.
Andre, I was just about to say, you talked about Caleb Williams and those 7 games where he pulled it off in the last minutes. Last year, Mahomes was the one that did that, and this year they out the playoffs. So, ooh.
Well, I mean, we said it earlier. It's
definitely not sustainable.
Like if you think you're gonna go into the second round of the playoffs and let a team score 21 points in the first quarter and think that you're gonna win, it's not gonna happen in the second round. That game's damn near over. That game's damn near over in the second round. If a team scores 21 points on you in the first quarter, that game's pretty much over.
Maybe unless you got Josh Allen.
Maybe.
That's true.
Maybe.
But I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out either.
I don't want to see us go down.
Saquon actually had a good game.
Points, especially not against Bo Nix.
Yeah, I don't want to have to find out against Bo Nix or Sean Payton. That's another good coach.
Somebody said that
San Francisco Philly game was actually a really good game, though, compared to like what everybody thought it was going to be. Because I honestly, my honest opinion was I thought Saquon Barkley was going to run all over their fucking defense. I really thought I really thought he was.
Well, Saquon had over 100 yards.
Yeah, but he could have the way other.
But a lot of that was garbage
points. He
points,
should have
too.
ran for 250.
Yeah,
I mean they stopped.
and CMC.
They stopped doing what was working though. They kept trying to run him up the middle instead of doing those misdirections and the screen passes. The stuff that was working.
Their best run was a counter in shotgun. Like
Hey.
that one, like you saw that run that Saquon Barkley had off where the end was coming in, and he just cut right out to the outside and got it was like 17 or 18 yards on that run, and it was in the first quarter, and I was like, all right, here we go, Saquon time, and I'm like, all right, because I really thought Eagles were gonna pull it out because San Francisco's defense is just nil.
Hey, hold on. Believe in a parallel universe, Devon?
Well, yeah.
Why is that the same shit Matt LaFleur was doing with Josh Jacobs on fucking Saturday?
Yo, let me tell you.
It was.
Get you started.
Let me tell you.
It was.
That's the same thing that they was doing with James Cook. And I'm like, yo, the two runs that James went crazy was counters. Why are y'all not doing more zone blocking and letting him pick the hole?
Goofy. Just goofy shit. I swear. Goofy. Telling you. The world is flat. The world is flat. Not. Cattaraugus. Yeah, listen. I'll tell you what. Well, the Eagles in Kokomo too now.
AJ Brown had that wide open pass. So you can't blame the game on AJ Brown, but you can blame a bunch of drops on AJ Brown because there's no way two of those passes that he should have dropped that were right in his hands.
Jalen Hurts.
That was almost like those passes that they would have. That game's different, and they probably win.
No, Jalen Hurts still
not
average.
Going to win the game because of those. But the thing about it is, it's like I almost like the way that AJ Brown was in that game and the way that he was popping off at Sirianni. It was almost like he dropped it spiteful. Like,
I hope he did. Nick Sirianni is a fucking douchebag.
You know what I mean? Like it was almost like it was spiteful drops. It wasn't like he dropped them, you know what I mean, like out of effort. It was almost like he dropped them on purpose.
The dude's the biggest shit talker for no reason. He's a manager. He don't coordinate.
Talking about Sirianni?
Yeah, he's a fucking douchebag.
Well, you got an average quarterback manager, and you got an average coach manager. So my question, Devon, is, and to everybody that's listening and on the panel too, is this another case of talent superseding?
Yeah, and they lost a bunch of talent, and look what happened. They didn't win it this year.
Well, I think so. I think that so that's a piece of it. They lost a bunch of talent, especially on defense.
But they gained a bunch on defense too.
Not the same. It's not the same.
Attack was their pass rush. The secondary was still. I guess the thing that stands out to me is this is a clear-cut indicator that coaching matters, because it was clear as day that they missed. It was clear as day that they missed Kellen Moore from the beginning of the season.
Yep.
That's for sure. That's for sure. He's a great break. He's a great play caller.
Just like Detroit,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and but even if you don't have a great play caller, like we said, you can't go away from if something is working, stop going away from it. Just because your wide receiver is bitching doesn't mean that you continue to go away. Now, what I will say is this: not all of those passes to AJ Brown were good passes.
No,
I'd say two.
They weren't.
I would say two of the three that we're talking about were catchable. One was damn near perfect, and one would have been a stretch for any receiver to catch.
Right. Kind of like the DK Metcalf passes today.
Right. Except for the one that was on the corner, he should have caught that shit. Correct. That's absolutely right. 100%.
Absolutely, DK should have caught that shit today. I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, man. But I'll say, when you getting paid that amount of money, you gotta make those catches.
You have to. Especially when you're one of the focus points on the team, you have to. It's you know what I mean. That's like the Stephon Diggs drop in the AFC champion or the AFC divisional game the year prior before we got rid of him. That drop, he should have caught that too.
Oh, I won't go to what I'm about to say. I won't apply to Stephon Diggs because I don't think they're the same. I don't think Steph Diggs and AJ Brown are the same person. But I'm not so sure that AJ wasn't dropping the passes on purpose.
Like I said,
you know what I mean? Like I think he was. Like it's almost like he was, because that exchange was not a nice one between the two. Like when I'm reading,
Sirianni said he was trying to get him off the field. He was trying to get him off the field, and I guess AJ wasn't trying to run. Huh?
Because they had had 12 men on the field.
Yeah.
But Tony Romo pointed out that there was another receiver that was closer to the sideline than AJ Brown. So why was he pitching at AJ Brown?
Oh, well, you know why that is. You know why.
Well, there you go.
I think they just don't like each other, and I think they're all kind of just getting sick of fucking Sirianni.
Yeah, because they got that petty shit going on.
I mean, if Petula is calling the shitty ass fucking plays, like you would think, like Sirianni, you're that big of an asshole to walk over there and say something. Why aren't you? Like I would probably be saying the same thing. Like yo, what we're doing isn't fucking working. Like you know what I mean? Because you could see it on all of their faces.
Yeah, but this isn't the first week you can see it. You can go back to the Bills game a couple weeks ago when they're walking out the field and Sirianni's talking shit about their bullshit victory, and he looks over AJ Brown. AJ Brown's mean mugging. I'm like, why the fuck are you talking? You can see it.
Right. No completions in the second half. None. Not one. In that game. That should have been their first indicator. All right, we got to change it up. The Bills just fucking basically like beat the snot out of you in the second half in that game. You shouldn't they shouldn't even have sniffed a W that game. The way that we played in the second half and our defense was lights out. Our offense was what was giving us issues because their defensive line was actually doing what they were supposed to be doing on the other side. But I mean, everybody was getting tired. You know what I mean? That was a battle.
Oh, well, let's talk about this. Well, do we really need to talk about this Patriots?
I'm gonna sum up this game in a couple of words. Justin Herbert fucking blows in the playoffs. End of discussion.
And Harbaugh better get his shit together. And Harbaugh better get his shit together too before they be calling him the chokester too.
He better go call his brother.
Choke.
Better go call his brother.
Mr. Choke Man.
We know what the Chargers are doing in the draft. Offensive line.
Oh yeah, they better. Offensive line better be their first 3 picks.
Well, I mean, they did have 3. They did have 2. Their 2 starting tackles fucking gone all season, basically.
Yeah, that sucks. John.
Right, correct.
Alt was good. Alt's an all-pro.
So was the other guy who got hurt.
Yeah.
Next man up, right?
That's Slater.
Next man up. They made the playoffs, so I ain't listen. It's only so far I'm letting you go with that.
It was with the Chargers. It was next man up week 8 already. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
for that
but you made the
offensive line,
playoffs, so it's only so much I'm giving you when you make the playoffs. Yeah. When you make the playoffs.
So me watching that New England game, I'm sitting there wondering all the way up into the fourth quarter, why the fuck aren't you throwing to Rondé Gadsden Jr.? Like, why aren't you throwing to this man? This man basically saved your season 6 out of the maybe last 10 games of the season. Gadsden was killing everybody for Herbert. And you don't throw it to him until you have to in the fourth quarter? Nah. You don't even put him on the fucking field until the fourth quarter. I didn't get that. If you know that you got to throw against New England to keep up with them, you throw that other receiver tight end out there because that dude's a fucking sneaky, great play, and they should have had him out there. That is one thing that Roman definitely fucked up and deserved to get fired for. You got this all-pro rookie pretty much in almost everybody's eyes. Like, if you had him in fantasy football, you know what I'm talking about because the kid was killing it every week. And you don't use him in the first round of the playoffs as a weapon, you're a dumbass. Chargers definitely deserve to lose that game the way that they used their personnel last night. You threw to Ladd McConkey twice. You threw to Johnston 5 or 6 times. And 3 of them hit him in the back. Herbert,
is it just me, or did Ladd McConkey get his face mask pulled twice and they didn't call that shit at all?
No, they weren't given. I do believe I remembered those because I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like they were showing it on replay, and then they're like, What do you think, Gene Stedator, or whoever the fuck the referee guy is that always does the games? He's like, oh yeah, that's a penalty. Like, why don't you call New York and say
we know
these
they
guys'
love
asses?
to suck New England off in the playoffs. Why are we surprised?
You know what I mean? Like,
the
you
refs
got these
love to
guys that are
gobble
supposed to be the
Kraft
referee experts in the booth during the game, and they're like, oh no, that's a bad call. Well, why don't you fucking call somebody to tell them your guys suck and they're not making calls? Like, what do you got the expert in the fucking booth for telling us it's wrong? Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, they're just talking shit about your referees now. Like, why don't you get the fucking call right then? Call New York. Be like, no, they got it wrong. There was holding on that. You know what I mean? Like, there's defensive holding. That was targeting with the helmet. Like, and some of the shit they just aren't calling.
The Texans
right
about
now.
to beat that ass next week. Okay.
The refs were terrible. I mean, look at the half. Look at right before the half on the Bills game. The clock hit 0 before the fucking ball was snapped, but yet they got basically a free down to kick that field goal. It's just luckily the idiot missed it.
Hey Dre, watch the Texans fuck off that game next week.
They better not. They better not. They better not. They ain't fucked off. Devon, they haven't fucked off season. If they fuck off next week, yo, I'm telling you, I'm already starting to think certain shit.
I mean, I feel like they're setting it up for May versus Allen for the AFC Championship game.
I swear to God, Devon Stanfield, if they fuck off next week's game, I swear to God, I know some shit. They haven't fucked off all season long. That defense has been stout all year. Yo, nah, I'm not even putting that in the air.
Yo, watch them fuck off that game next week. Watch. and you know why I say that?
Why?
It's very simple. Because C.J. Stroud, without Nico Collins, and with teams focusing on covering on blanketing Dalton Schultz, is a turnover machine. He did it today. They just couldn't capitalize.
Shit, Christian Kirk had
That's
a
true.
damn good game.
That is true.
Nico Collins probably not going to play that game. Yeah, Christian Kirk.
Wait a minute, Nico hurt again?
Yeah, he got seriously concussed today.
They carted him off. They took him off with a cart.
He got concussed so bad. Dre, he got concussed so bad they carted him off.
Oh, that's crazy. Youch.
Yeah,
he might miss. He might miss next week's game.
Yo,
he's
stumbled. He tried to go back to the huddle.
He's in Edelman territory.
Bro, he tried to go back to the huddle and stumbled past the O-line, bro.
Yeah,
they were trying to tell him to go to the
It's going to be Jaden Higgins
right
and Christian Kirk next week. Jaden Higgins is going to be number 1, and Kirk's going to be number 2. They're going to put him in.
Well, I tell you what, the only way they're going to be able to beat the Patriots is if they keep that defense rolling the way they've been. Because I don't know, man. I told you, player to coach relationship is going to come into play. C.J. Stroud and D'Amico Ryans have years of. Well, we're gonna see. Drake May, we're gonna see this week coming up.
We got 2 defensive coaches that are playing against each other next week.
This will not be for the faint of heart this week. Tasha, I see you on the chat, but I don't know what to tell you about this week. I don't know. That defense is
that Texans game and the Patriots game. That's going to be a dragged out. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to overtime.
I tell you what, that game ain't gonna be no joke next week.
That Broncos game is gonna be serious. That Broncos Bills game.
Yeah, and the Broncos Bills game gonna be.
That shit is going to be serious because even though the Broncos don't have as good of a run D as Jacksonville, their fucking pass rush is crazy.
Yeah, they like to blitz a lot.
Josh has not fared well. Right. Yep, right there. Yep, Josh has not fared well against elite pass rushers this year.
No. No, he hasn't actually. Atlanta came after him.
Shit. Houston almost
came
killed
after
him.
Yeah, Houston down there killed him.
Houston almost killed him. He landed on that wrist. I thought the season was over.
Yeah, I don't know. Marcus Harris said you can't sack running backs. He said you can't sack running backs.
And you're right. He right about that. And
yes.
Nick Benito about to go crazy.
Difference in that game is going to be James Cook versus RJ Harvey. Depending on what those running backs do.
From now, Dre, I don't know if you talked to Mookie yet, but from what I heard, because I haven't talked to Mookie yet, but from what I heard about an hour ago, Ed Oliver got cleared to practice.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that a couple hours ago. Yeah, he did.
Well, that would be nice.
Who got cleared for practice?
Oliver.
Ed Oliver.
Ooh.
He said Joe Brady cost the Bills versus the Texans.
You said Joe Brady what?
Joe Brady cost the Bills versus the Texans.
Well, I think Joe Brady cost them, but I also think that the fumble from James Cook cost them, and when Deion Dawkins got the concussion and didn't come out the game, he was out there lethargic and almost got Josh killed.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be some real exciting games.
Because the run game started off great in that game, and it was just almost kind of like when they tried to start a passing, I'm like, no, just go back to the run. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was like we might not have got a whole bunch of yards, but we were chipping away at them. When we started trying to pass, that's when it was just like getting out of hand. I'm like, because they weren't even trying to go downfield in that game. They were trying to do the whole Arthur Smith offense that game, like little out patterns and little quick passes, because they were trying to make up for what they were doing in the Atlanta game. And I get it, like all the teams we faced this year that we lost to, I mean, they all have good pass rushes, and I get it. You know what I mean? If you're gonna try and beat Josh, like you're gonna try and you're gonna try to attack him straight out. You know what I mean? Just like Bo Nix. Bo Nix, you're going to want to do a bunch of blanketed coverages on him. They're going to want to have to try and scheme it up on him. Because Bo Nix likes to be, he likes to be the gunslinger. He's almost like a Fitzpatrick. He wants to just gun it. He wants to. Like, you can see it in his face. He wants to throw a bomb like every play.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I talked to Dre about this years ago. I didn't like Bo Nix when he was at Auburn. I didn't think he was. I thought he was a less talented Herbert. When the lights come on, he kind of falls. But the difference is
he's matched with Sean Payton.
Is an excellent. Yeah.
He's trying to turn him into a
quarterbacks.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's his only second playoff game of his career, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. His last playoff
he definitely
was a nice shellacking last year. I know he didn't forget about that shellacking we gave him last year.
It's not me.
Ow! It's you, Mom. No, my son.
Now we're going to their house.
You run.
No.
And that's the thing too. These two teams are almost exactly as they were last year,
they
minus the record.
Now we go to their house. I think that the atmosphere is going to be better for Josh than it is Bo.
That's what we're gonna find out.
No excuse. The Bills have to win this week too.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if you get a nice long bomber from Josh this week to Brandon Cooks.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. He's going to have
You get enough
probably one of
enough
the best
speed
corner,
and enough
he's gonna
air
have the
underneath
best
that
corner in the
ball.
league on him. So I
Yeah.
feel like it'll be Kincaid and Knox that eat this week.
Speaking of which, another team that's got to win this week. The Rams better win this week.
Why the Rams
Yeah,
gotta
they play
win?
the Bears.
I don't know, man.
They play the Bears.
I
That's
don't
why.
know, man.
Why the Rams got to win?
Yeah.
Because we can't continue to keep talking to Sean McVay talk with Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford, I'm gonna be honest with you. For the career Matthew Stafford has had, to me personally, Matthew Stafford has to go to another bowl game. Has to.
I just don't want him to make any mistakes in that game.
To solidify who he is and everything that he went through in Detroit, to go to another Super Bowl would be just, that would be, hey, Jalen Hurts went to 2, he can go to 2. Matthew Stafford they got to win this game coming up this week.
I don't want to play them.
You already got to play them.
No, I'm talking about the Bills. I don't want to play them in the Super Bowl if we get there.
Wow. Well, your Bears got them this week.
You know what team I wouldn't mind playing in the Super Bowl? San Francisco.
I
think the Bills versus San Francisco would be a fucking awesome light 'em up game.
CMC gonna have 200 yards on
Probably 300.
Yeah, CMC gonna light your ass up. Nah, I don't know about that.
But just think what Josh is gonna do against that defense.
I mean, Buffalo has already beaten San Francisco, so I mean, it's not like they can't beat them again.
We didn't beat them this year.
No, what y'all didn't last year.
Yeah,
no, but I'm saying like the way that their defense is right now, that'd be like a.
Wait a minute, San Francisco not a bad team playing in cold weather though. I've watched San Francisco now.
We whooped that ass in the snow.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's different. I mean, they beat Philly.
Last time we went to Candlestick, we whipped their ass.
They've beaten Green Bay multiple times in the snow. I mean, to me,
we've had really good games.
To be honest with you, San Francisco to me play better on the road in the playoffs than they do at home. If you ask me,
I can see that. Who San Francisco play this week?
Seattle,
Chicago. Oh yeah, Seattle. They're staying on the West Coast.
The Rams play Seattle.
Yeah, Rams are. No.
Wait a minute. No, they don't. No, they don't.
The Rams play the Bears. Seattle.
Yeah, Rams play the Bears. Seattle and San Francisco play. San Francisco goes to Seattle.
No, they not. San Francisco is the lowest seed, sir.
Yeah, they're going to Seattle.
This was a 2 seed.
No, it wasn't, sir. Oh my goodness.
No,
Devon.
they can't be a 2 seed.
No, they weren't. San Francisco was the 6th seed. They played Philly, which was the 3 seed, sir. San Francisco is the lower seed.
Yeah, San Fran's going to Seattle.
The 2 seed was the Bears this year.
So Rams are going to Bears.
So and the Rams play who?
Chicago.
The Rams played Carolina because they were the 5th seed. Now they got to play Chicago, being the 2 seed. There you go. It's right there. Yep, it's right there. Yep.
Oh, that's gonna be nasty.
Yep. Rams, Bears. I'm taking the Rams.
That's gonna be nasty work.
I'm taking the Rams. Veteran coaching, veteran quarterback, elite offense, by the way. Elite. I mean, Green Bay Packers' deep offense was pretty damn good. And then the Rams have an elite pass rush. elite.
Hey, Drake. I'm gonna go against the grain here. I'm picking the Bears.
It's your team. You better pick the Bears.
Nah, I mean, under normal circumstances, I would have picked the Rams, but I think the Bears are this version of last year's Washington Commanders.
Oh my goodness, no. I hope not. I'm really hoping not.
Oh, I think they might get it. I think they might get them.
No, I hope not.
Cause think about this though, Dre. If the Bears get them, and what you said, if San Francisco goes in there and makes Sam Darnold do what Sam Darnold does, which is throw interceptions, then you get a rematch of the Bears versus the 49ers.
Oh my goodness, no. I don't want to see that. We know how that turned out.
Oh,
that was an awesome game.
It really was.
A high scoring
That was a great game. That was a great game.
Yeah, that was
a great game. Yo, that was the first time I ever seen Purdy with some super swag. Ooh, he was getting busy. Jesus Christ. That was the backup.
Didn't he throw 5 touchdowns that game?
Yeah, that backup tight end Tungus, that was his coming out party. He lit the Bears up.
That was when Kittle first got hurt.
Yep. And Tungus came in there and licked their ass up.
Yeah, Tungus was good. Man, Juszczyk, Tungus. I mean, imagine if they had Ayuk. Jesus.
They say Ayuk got some mental health issues. They said that one of my boys talked to his trainer. Said he got some other shit going on.
That sucks. Now on the other side of the pendulum,
he might not never play football again.
So when it comes to San Francisco, they did say, I remember that they had an interview with Fred Warner week 17. And they said if they make the Super Bowl, Fred Warner might be able to play in the game.
I thought he was.
That is
yeah,
his
but
goal.
He still wouldn't be at 100%.
He wouldn't be at 100%, but he said if they make the Super Bowl, he's coming back for the Super Bowl. And they said that he's on point in his rehab and everything, that if everything goes the way it's supposed to, the way that he's been working, it is a possibility. But yes, Andy, you are correct. He wouldn't be 100%. He'd probably be like 60. But
Exactly.
I'd rather have a 60% Fred Warner.
60. I was about to say a 60% Fred Warner is better than 90% of the middle linebackers in the league.
I mean, they're on their 5th and 6th linebacker at this point in San Francisco. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they were talking about it during the game. Like, what Shanahan's done with regards to, like, getting in the defensive coordinator, Saleh, like, getting all that shit fucking going with your 5th and your 6th linebacker on the roster. God bless them.
If San Francisco makes the Super Bowl, it's going to get Robert Saleh a job.
That it will.
Yeah.
That it will.
That'll get Robert Saleh another job.
Practice squad.
I think he still deserves another job just because it was the Jets. The Jets are absolutely terrible, wretched, putrid. Like, anything that comes in like, nobody wants to go to that organization. Everything that comes in contact with green and white in the NFL, fuck.
Sugary boo boo.
Yeah, like, man, like, can you give us, like, Miami University, bring them into town and put them in Miami, and like, let's straight out the college team.
Keep that man out my division.
I think like the whole like it was doomed from the start. Aaron Rodgers goes down, tears his Achilles. You know what I mean? Robert Saleh, like this poor guy, put like paper glue and sticks and number 2 pencils together and got a couple wins out of it. You know what I mean? Like I feel bad for Saleh. He had a broad deal.
Notice he didn't get no prove it deal. Notice he didn't get no prove it deal.
Man, what he does on that defense for any team, like, and then there's some guys that this might be falling on the other side of the pendulum for them. Some guys just should be coordinators and go and get together with a team, with a super coaching team, and just slay your side of the ball. Because there are some coaches that arguably should be coordinators instead of head coach in the league, because they might be well equipped to handle that instead of being a head coach.
Like Mike McDaniels?
Correct. Some would even argue that McDermott should be just a defensive coordinator instead of a head coach.
He's had too much success, and he's had way more. That's a different thing.
Sean McDermott will get another coaching job in 7 minutes.
Exactly.
Or most likely.
It'd be like Harbaugh. His phone would light up.
Yes, Harbaugh, just like Harbaugh. He would have Drake Nokia on speed dial. Who's calling my phone? Who's calling that shit? All right, who we got winning these playoff games coming up this week?
I'm taking Buffalo.
Yep. I'm saying New England's going to beat Houston. I'm going to say Seattle beats San Francisco, and the Rams beat the Bears.
I'm going with all Andy's picks. I agree with Andy 100%.
It's going to be the AFC East Championship and the NFC West Championship in the AFC and NFC Championship games.
I got Buffalo. I'm gonna go Buffalo, Houston. I'm gonna go
Buffalo's
Chicago.
playing Denver.
No, he's saying he's taking Houston to win and Buffalo to win.
Oh, Houston.
Houston's gonna win. Yeah, I'm gonna go Buffalo is gonna win. Houston is gonna win. Chicago's gonna win. And I'll go Chicago, Seattle.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go.
I don't want to go Seattle, but I'm gonna go with Chicago, Seattle.
I'm gonna go Rams, 49ers, Buffalo. Oh, Tosh, I hate to do this to you and say the Texans, but man, I'm telling you, it's something about that Texans defense playing against second playoff game Drake May that makes me cringe. It makes me cringe. Call me cringer. I'm going to go against my own first thought, and I'm going to take New England. I'm going to do it.
Because to me, those
and I'm rolling off your faith, Tosh.
Those seem like the two championship games.
Patriots. I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to go Buffalo, New England. Buffalo, New England, Rams, 49ers. Somebody from California making the championship. I'm telling you right now.
And you know what's weird too is that Super Bowl's in San Fran.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody from California is making the Super Bowl.
Yo, if the 49ers make it to the Super Bowl and they home
and they play at home,
yo, I might, yo, if the 49ers make it to the Super Bowl and they hometown, I might quit watching football, bro.
Dude, I already done told you. I'm telling you, it's getting more and more blatant. I'm starting to really think. I'm starting to really, 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 really think that the entertainment value is starting to become even more apparent.
So, what are the colors to the Super Bowl logo this year?
Oh,
There's
my
a bunch. There's a bunch. It's
teal, green, and pink.
Teal, green, and pink.
Yeah.
So according to that, the color scheme, if we're going based on theories, so does that mean that the New England Patriots play the Seattle Seahawks?
No.
Because of the pink?
It could be New England or Buffalo, actually.
Or would it be Denver and Seattle?
No.
It could be. I mean, the pink could be an interpretation of either one of those, red or orange.
Denver is not going to the Super Bowl. Sorry.
Doesn't New England wear like pink cleats during that one like little span? Don't they wear pink?
Everybody does in October. That's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody does.
Don't get it confused though. Denver is damn good though.
You know all the conspiracy theories. That's why I was like, what colors are they this year? You know what I mean?
Ooh, we'll find out. Ooh, we gonna find out.
That New England Patriots Texans game is going to be a drag down dogfight battle, man. I don't even see that get to 30 points.
Well, just think. The Patriots Chargers game only got to 19 points, so.
And then you got Diggs playing against the Texans.
Yep, and Diggs got intel.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to get pissed off on purpose for that game.
What do you think's going to happen in the AFC Championship game when Buffalo has to go into New England and beat the shit out of them?
Man.
He's going to be mad then, too.
Oh, you know what? That would be. You know what's funny? That would be the ultimate game right there. Buffalo, New England, AFC Championship. Oh. Ooh.
And it's funny because Diggs has beat him twice. Josh gets to go to the Super Bowl beating Diggs after all the shit he talked.
Go stare at that scoreboard in this new picture, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Okay. Ooh.
Go take another scoreboard picture. Go stand next to Mike Vrabel this time.
Oh boy.
If that happens, Diggs is gonna be like, "I want out." Like, we know you're going to the penitentiary for choking your chef.
Boy.
You're already going out. This is your last game anyway here.
Well, we know Diggs don't show up in the playoffs, so.
Certainly did not for 2 seasons for us.
He
didn't even
show up in any of our playoff games.
Like, what did he have in that game the other day? Was it like 40 yards?
The most he had was like 50 yards and 1 touchdown.
No, but I'm saying like the other day when he played against San Diego, would he have like 40 yards and like 3 catches? He didn't do a damn thing.
He did one thing in the playoffs and got a big name.
Booty was the benefactor of the targets and I mean, Hunter Henry got lucky on that one touchdown. That was a beautiful throw.
Look at it like this: Gabe Davis has more stats in the playoffs than Stephon Diggs does, and Gabe Davis has only been in the league half the amount of time that Diggs has.
All right, Dre, I'm gonna call it a night, bro.
No doubt, fam. Thanks, Devon.
Is he done? Is he done? Gabe Davis? Is he done?
Yeah.
From that
He tore his Achilles. He tore his Achilles. He's done.
Yeah.
That sucks.
He might even call it a career. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And hopefully we can get him a ring.
That'd be nice. I hope they all get rings this year. Hoyer, Trey. That'd be so sweet for Trey to get his ring the year he comes back. That'd be so fucking awesome.
You know,
especially
they give
after
Michael
that interception he just had. Yeah,
Michael
you know what I mean?
Just because. I have a feeling a lot of the old greats stick around would get one just because.
Yeah.
Oh, you worked for the Bills.
You know damn well they're gonna give one to Thurman, Kelly, Bruce, Darryl, Biscuit. You know they're gonna give them all.
Everyone, all of them. You could even see Fitz, fucking Eric, what's his face, fucking Kyle Williams,
Eric Wood,
all the greats.
Kyle, Big Kyle,
Fred.
It was, yeah. Freddie Jackson definitely deserves more. He was on this team for so long, worked his ass off to get here too. NFL Europe for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
Fred Jackson deserves.
This has been a phenomenal show.
Yeah, started off a little combustible.
Oh yeah, of course. You know, I figured that was
somebody had to take 30 minutes to get to a fucking point.
Well, I mean,
and then dance around it for another 20.
Did we even get to a point on that whole conversation, or did we?
Yeah, I mean, we got to the point, but again, I expected combustion. I expected that. I expected Wednesday coming up too when I do the show with Marcus, because I've been on Marcus a lot this week. I've been in his ass a lot. You've been annoying me. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's my brother, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Brothers annoy people sometimes. I want energy. I just, again, consistent energy. It's all good though. I mean, it is what it is. We'll see Wednesday, because it's gonna be combustible Wednesday, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it probably will be.
Yeah, definitely will.
If I'm driving late, you know I'm gonna be listening.
Yeah, Wednesday night gonna be very, very interesting. Watch World Class Wednesdays. That's why I put it up there right there. World Class Wednesdays is coming up Wednesday. Make sure you watch the Rise Up Unlimited radio show on Thursday. Right after that.
I need the Bills to win the Super Bowl just to stick it to Cam and fucking the other big mouth there on ESPN.
Oh God, Cam Newton's gonna talk himself.
Ryan Clark. I can't fucking stand Ryan Clark.
Yeah. Ryan Clark talks so much shit about the Bills all the time. He always talks shit about Josh Allen. I hate it.
Well, again, and I think that's where people don't understand what Buffalo bias is. When I say Buffalo bias, when people are like, "Ooh, the Buffalo bias." Yes, there is. Obvious. It's very clear as day that there is media Buffalo bias. It's clear. It's very evident. There's Buffalo bias amongst athletes. Because Buffalo gets such a bad rap and it's such a bad name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about to pretend like it's not. With that being said, it is what it is. I'm gonna see y'all coming up Wednesday. Marcus the Alphabets, get ready. I'm gonna see you Wednesday, sir. I know he gonna come in there with the can man talk.
You know, Quinnen Williams is a 29-year-old centerpiece
Cut
of
it
this
out.
Dallas Cowboy team coming up in the future, man. What do you mean the future? What, 2 more years? Sorry, you can't fix Dallas in 2 years.
With that being said, I talked to some people. We might be bringing the wrestling back too.
Ooh, I like wrestling.
Yeah, we haven't had wrestling talk in a while. Time to bring it back. Bring it back.
Funny, I got that going on in the background right now. I'm watching Gunther and AJ Styles go.
Yeah, I hear it. I turned it off. It was on.
I'm about to start picking up where I left off. Though I left off at the tag match, the triple threat tag match. I couldn't wait to watch that one.
Yeah.
It's predictable.
I watched it. I liked it. It was cool. Yes, it was predictable. For sure.
I mean, they're just gonna keep putting
Liv
them
Morgan.
two together.
I see. What I don't understand is you got Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez now. Why would you take Raquel out of the mix if you're a team and you guys were the champs?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Is that because they're gonna push Raquel now?
Well, the thing that's weird for me is the whole Liv was supposed to be going for a championship when she got hurt. So the fact that they brought her back, it should be Raquel and Roxanne going for the belts. Well, she goes for a single title, but for whatever reason, they have to throw her in there with Rhea Ripley. So now that Rhea Ripley's on a tag team, Liv is back on a tag team. It's like they can't escape each other.
Right. And then what I didn't understand too, as well, is they had that number one contender match tonight. Now, why wouldn't they have put Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair in there?
Because they're about to break up.
Yeah, probably, huh? It's WrestleMania season. Charlotte wants in the Royal Rumble.
I mean, she could still be a tag team and be in the Royal Rumble. I mean, how many times tag teams end up in the Royal Rumble?
I think that the most dominating tag team that there's going to be is going to be Nia Jax and Lash Legend. That tag team is going to be a monster when they get them the straps.
Yeah, we'll see. You never know what Triple H is going to do, so.
And Lash is hot.
I can agree with that.
And then, where is Bianca Belair?
I think she's hurt.
You can't spell WrestleMania without EST, baby. I miss Bianca Belair. I definitely do.
I could do without her.
I'm still waiting for Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair. That's the match I want to see.
Yeah, we'll see if we get it.
I still don't think that Jade can carry that title properly. She's horrible on the microphone.
All right, boys. I'm going to let you go. My headphones are dying.
All right,
fellas.
See y'all again real soon.
Until Friday, sir.
I'll catch y'all soon.
Later,
For
y'all.
sure.